Here we are at the Amsterdam Dance Event, and of course we have with us the winner of the Demolition Panel. He's coming from Australia. He's Dean. Hello, Dean.
Hey, how's it going?
How did you feel now that you have won this competition?
Amazing, seriously. I didn't even expect it. Yeah, so to win is unbelievable.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about the winning track then? When did you produce it? How did you produce it?
The track that won the Demolition Panel is called Happening. It's an unreleased track that I made about 4 months ago, and it took me about 2 months or so to produce. So initially I had the idea all set out, and then it took me about a month from there to do the little tweaks, the mixing and mastering, and then so about 2 months till the finished product.
Are you new to the production, or?
I could say fairly new. I've been producing for almost about 3 years now. Yeah, and I'm still learning and always willing to learn. So yeah.
And would you like to tell us if you are a DJ as well? Do you DJ?
Yeah, I am definitely a DJ. I come from a DJ background. I started off as a DJ before I dabbled into production. And I have been DJing for almost about 12 years now. Still more focused at the moment on the production side of things than DJing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just trying to push out a bunch of records that I can. And yeah.
Do you have a sign with a record label, or are you still searching for a record label to release your music?
I've had a few signings this year. I've signed a remix on an Australian label called Native Records, good friends of mine. And up until recently, I've had another remix signed on a label from New York City called Vortex Recordings. Yeah.
So, did you come for ADE from so far away from Australia just for the Amsterdam Dance Event?
Yeah. I just came for ADE this year. Came all the way from Australia.
All right. So, what do you think about ADE? This is your first year?
This is my second year here.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Amazing experience. It's always amazing to see new people and connecting with the artists here, and them being so helpful to new producers and up and comers. And yeah, it's always a great experience here.
Have you met any people that you managed to sign deals as well? Did you see AD as more a business side, or it's more the party side?
This year's been more business side. So yeah, I've tried connecting and networking with a lot of DJs and artists, handing out my music to them, and keeping in contact with them.
Okay, and what about parties? Which parties have you attended?
I've only attended the awakening parties at the Gasura. So yeah, and I'll
all of
off.
them during the whole week?
Yeah, except only the night parties. Yeah.
All right, and which sets do you think they were the finest? And with which set would you like your winning track to be part of?
Probably the best set I've seen here were from Pig and Dan, signed on Drum Code, which was one of my favorite labels. So I saw them at the Awakenings party the other night, so it'll be pretty crazy to see them play one of my tracks.
All right, and what are your plans for the future? You said you are doing a lot of production. Is your production the only thing that you're doing, or do you have a day job as well?
No, I have a day job, but as much time as I can stay in the studio, I do, and I'll continue pushing out records and just experimenting with music, learning, and just staying consistent.
What kind of studio do you have? And of course now you have won quite many prizes that will help you to improve your studio, but what kind of studio do you have?
At the moment, I'm running a very basic setup. Just a computer running Ableton on there. Most of the stuff I use are software based. So it's a very basic setup, like I said. A very basic treated room, some speakers, and just my computer that I'm running at the moment.
And what about Australia? Let's talk a little bit about your country. How is the electronic dance music scene there?
The electronic dance music scene is quite strong in Australia, especially where I'm from in Sydney. We have a really tight community and everyone that are willing to help each other and stay connected. And it's a really cool thing to see.
What is your message to many new producers that are out there and they consider to come at the ADE? Do you suggest them to come over?
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely recommend ADE to anyone. It's a great place to network, to meet new people. And yeah, if you're really serious about taking it to the next level, definitely come here, experience everything that ADE has to offer. And yeah, it's just amazing.